The Beyond the Ropes podcast is proud to support the Kai Prince Foundation. Go to www.thekpf.com to donate or support the foundation on their mission of bringing people together to end violence. Founder, Dr. Mark Prince's best-selling book, The Prince of Peace, is available on Amazon and other major retailers.
Akoli, clearly he smokes a lot of crack. You know, clearly, listen, Akoli he's a media whore. He's just trying to use my name to get some light in his career. If Akoli won it, we can fight a catchweight. What does that do for your career? I just mash him up because he talks a lot of shit and everyone hates him. He just talks shit, you know. Akoli stinks the place out. He's the worst boxer ever. He's fucking garbage.
My style is impetuous, my defense is impregnable, and I'm just ferocious. I want your heart, I want to eat your children.
But it ain't about how hard you hit, it's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Hi, welcome to Beyond the Ropes. This is me, Michael. I'm joined by the full team today. David White, Dwight Best, Sean Mansfield. It feels like it's been a while since we've all been in video. I don't think it has been.
Well, I haven't been here for 2 weeks, so
That's probably why then.
3 weeks ago was my last one, or 3 shows ago.
So why do you keep blowing us out, Dave?
Last week I was VIP at QPR.
I'll give you that. We discussed that last week, so that's perfectly legit.
The week before I got in at about, I think I text, yeah, I'm going to be in. Nah, I got in and I just collapsed.
Yeah, it's when you message us 2 minutes before we start. Don't think we're going to make it today, boys.
Nah, I got in and I was just like, nah, do you know what, I ain't leaving this house now, I'm in. So yeah, apologies. Massively. I was fucked. I was proper fucked. But yeah, you boys were fine.
Right, so it's been a bit of a weird week. There's not really a lot going on in the ring. I know they had the Peterborough card last week, but I think as anybody who actually watched it, I'd rather not talk about it.
I didn't watch it. I haven't watched anything.
I watched a little bit, but
Reactor was very good.
yeah,
Tommy McCarthy's come out afterwards and said that he's, with all respect, he's like, yeah, he did really well, but he spent his last 2 years working as a sparring partner and he wasn't kind of up to speed. I just think that it just really took the gloss off of what was possibly a good win.
I don't know. Reactor looked good. It took him a little while to get going, I thought.
From the bit I saw, it seems again like kind of in the Hyde fight that I don't know if he's necessarily got the most elite skill set, but he's got this kind of game-changing power that he could change everything up in 1 or 2 shots.
I think a lot like Coley, he's got a lot to work on, technique-wise and all that stuff. But he has got that X factor, that punch power.
Yeah,
and once he's got that, he can always work on the other stuff, can't he? So
listen, if you can knock people out,
exactly.
You're always going to get a chance. We look at Deontay Wilder; he's hardly finessed anything.
Exactly.
Since he started.
Put bombs and seats, man. Good to watch. Bombs and seats. You know you're gonna get pretty much know. Well, so far he's just knocking people out. So that's what people want to see, don't they?
I think it's spot on there. We all do it as fans. That we kind of moan that people don't. They're not technically great and that sort of stuff. But we look at someone like maybe Lee Selby, who doesn't get recognition or the fanfare that he deserves, even though he's a very slick, very stylish fighter. But then you see someone that can knock someone out and everyone wants to talk about it, wants to watch it.
That's it.
But you would be overcritical of where their limitations are.
I wouldn't be too critical at this stage. I mean, it's early days in his career. What was that? Win number 9, wasn't it?
I think so.
So, and he's not 8 of those opponents out. You can't be too overcritical about it, can you? I mean, personally, I think it's a good thing. Like, I want to see knockouts. I want to see slick boxes as well. As long as you get a bit of both, it's alright. Nothing wrong with that.
Where is he like in terms of what level is he at compared to say two obvious ones like Chamberlain and Akoli? How far away is he, say, from Chamberlain, assuming that Akoli's ahead of him?
That's a good question.
That is a good question. I don't know, because I haven't seen Chamberlain. All I saw was basically since the Akoli fight. I don't know where Chamberlain's at.
Yeah, he fought Watkins, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. But
and again, this is the one where you start kind of reassessing where everyone is, because after Watkins has had the last couple of fights where obviously he's fought Chamberlain, he fought Akoli. Before that, he had I think the guy's name was something Dupree, and he came through it, but he didn't look fantastic. That was a Commonwealth fight. But you start reassessing everybody. You get these strange results that pop up, and then you start working your way backwards through the trail, and then you start thinking, how good are all these people prior to that point?
Yeah.
I think the sort of setup between those three in particular is interesting, because I think when Chamberlain fought Akoli, it was at the O2, wasn't it? And I thought it was a good show. It was like a good show for like a really good show. But then you see Dylan White sort of saying maybe Riakporhe should wait before he fights Akoli, even though he thinks he'd do well against Akoli now. Why do it? And in hindsight, do you think Chamberlain should have held off as well? Or do you, even though it worked out well, it was a good show as a spectator and not the greatest fight, but I think you were praising the fact it was happening at the time.
I think it was a wake up call for Chamberlain with the fact that we all expected Chamberlain to be too slick, and it was just a pure brute and size and just being overpowered that made him rearrange how he thought about that fight. But I don't think it was like it was something we all wanted to see. It was a domestic clash. Two up and coming fighters, and it was an alright fight. You know, I've got no problem watching those sort of fights. Like everyone's.
So I think you got some rose-tinted spectacles on there.
That was a boring fight, man.
Well,
I've never been so angry about the choice of fight I've made to watch.
Yeah, what, because you thought. Because we, to be honest, a lot of us said Chamberlain would probably win. Yeah. We didn't want Akoli to win.
Was that like the Super Series?
Yeah, the Gassiev. Was it Gassiev Usyk fight?
I was fuming.
That's why you're fuming.
Yeah,
but you could have seen that fight.
Yeah, I was at home.
Watched that fight. Sorry.
But you know, sometimes someone's just banging their mic.
It's me. Sorry.
He's punching.
Can you just adjust the wire at the back a bit? Just push it back in a little. Yeah, good. Apologies, gremlins in the studio. Right, so. Yeah, that was one of the ones where I was watching the boxing at home with the missus, which we all have these times sometimes, and
reading about how
she says you can watch the boxing. I'm like, wicked. Yeah. I'm like, yeah. So this is on British Beef. It's a Matchroom show. It's Lawrence Akoli. She's like, oh, I've heard of him. Doesn't he go out Miss Banks or something? I'm like, yeah. So she knows the name. Yeah. And it's like, but it's on the other channel. I've got Gassiev versus Usyk, some cruiserweights from Ukraine, and she's like, nah, you can watch that after. So I'm watching it, and I think I can't remember who it was.
The updates
two people are pinging into the group. They're like, "This is the best fight I've ever seen."
Oh my god, absolute bombs, bruv.
I just want to cry. Just like, I can't believe I'm watching this shit. Absolutely distraught.
As domestic, you watched it because it was a domestic thing. It had your interest.
It piqued my interest.
So you can't have it all, can we? Because there's other times when you want people not to avoid each other and you want the fight to happen. I was thinking now, like, I feel like Chamberlain, not luck, because it's not luck, but if it was somebody else, and say a Riakporhe fought Akoli now and lost, I think he'd find it a lot harder to get back to where Chamberlain has got himself back to, because he's got a fan base, he's got a social media presence that's, well, seems to have picked up this week.
He's unreal. He's just come out of nowhere, and now suddenly he's like the Piers Morgan of boxing Twitter. He just says shit that he wants to say. He don't give a fuck. He's telling people that 50% of people are drug cheats. He's on it. It's just out of nowhere. Like one day he just
shouting, he gets noticed.
Yeah.
Just one day he just went, do you know what? I'm just gonna start tweeting for myself now. Yeah. And he's gone for it. It's brilliant.
And to be honest,
although he is actually speaking with Piers Morgan quite a lot. They're back and forth in. I wonder if they share the same kind of like PR guy or something.
I don't know. I just think I find it strange that boxers don't do that themselves a lot more because they should have a lot of downtime. I know they can get into trouble. I mean, I get into trouble by doing the wrong thing, but they have got the time to do it on paper.
On paper, yeah.
And especially if you want to stir up some trouble or even talk themselves into a fight. You see enough fighters that do that and get away with it. And you look at the best one was Dillian White.
Yeah.
He come out of nowhere before Joshua, and now look where he is. He's only just on the brink of getting his shot. So
I do agree with him. I think he should wait really.
Listen, there's plenty of time.
There's no rush. There isn't a rush.
Mark Tibbs was. I watched an interview with him today, and they were saying that he's going to have a couple of easier fights, not necessarily like tick over knockovers, but he's had a couple of really high pressure big fights, and he doesn't necessarily need to do that again. Which I think is fair. Like if you start the year the way he started, go and have a bit of time out. Be ready for a big card in the summer.
Yeah.
But he's managed by Dillian White, right?
He is managed by
and Dillian White.
He's coming up soon.
What I mean is about like Riakporhe. Akoli is AJ boxing Matchroom, and
it's
like,
a natural fight.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Because if Dillian White's relationship with Matchroom sort of sours and it doesn't seem to be great, how does that affect Riakporhe? It's almost like, should he take the chance as soon as possible while it's there?
I
Did you see the interview after?
Which Dillian White's?
Yeah, between Eddie, after the Riakporhe fight, Eddie Hearn was talking, and then Dillian White was just like, nah, he's not ready, mate. Like, he just literally cut Eddie Hearn straight away. Like, it was. I think I was sort of doing something else at the time, like sort of things, and I couldn't bother to rewind it. But Dillian White was like, he weren't having what Eddie Hearn was saying, but I listened to it.
Well, the best thing to come out of that entire card for me was Lance Cody tweeting that he beat Dillian White.
Oh, about the sparring video.
Well, that was before, and he released the sparring video afterwards because he's like, personally, I think I could beat Dillian White.
Yeah.
And it's one of them ones where Twitter kind of erupted.
Yeah.
Just, I've never seen so many laughing emojis in so many separate tweets. It was unreal. But then he released the sparring footage. It's 20 seconds. Like, you can't gauge anything in 20 seconds. But it's enough to make you go, ooh.
See, my friend, my friend was like, oh yeah, but he could have just gone in. That could have been the 12th round for Dillian White and his first 3 minutes.
Yeah, Dillian White does seem knackered. Didn't
he? He looks fucked, whereas Coley does look fresh as fuck. And my mate was like, nah, and it made him not like a Coley. He was borderline. Yeah, I like a Coley. He could be some serious business in that division. And then he releases something like that, and he's like, that geezer's a dick. Yeah. He's just straight off. He's just gone one little video, and he's a knob. He's trying to mug off Dillian White, and Dillian White's a hard worker, and he was proper like giving it. I was just cracking up.
I just don't think that's the sort of thing that I don't really get. Why
has it come out?
Because Dillian White surely wouldn't go down that.
No way.
That would be like
you are literally on the brink.
Yeah.
You've got maybe one fight before a world title. Again. Why would you bother?
Yeah.
You got exactly. He's fighting for a Commonwealth title at the lower weight, just because he's got a 20-second video of him looking good against you.
What else he got to do though?
Well, what Dillian White? Well, he's literally on the brink of his biggest fight.
But is he? Because the WBC have now ordered Dominic Breazeale to fight Wilder before that, and that's his mandatory.
So surely he's number one after that then.
Yeah, but then the mandatory won't come around. Well, it's not even a mandatory though.
Well, this is the thing. It's a big.
It's going to be him and
It's
Usyk.
a big
It's
mess.
going to be him and
Situation.
Usyk after Usyk fights Povetkin. You heard it.
Although, didn't Povetkin say now that he wants a possible tune-up fight before Usyk? So now Carlos Sakam's running around the track,
just getting fit.
Just
again,
ready.
Do you believe all it? Do you not just think that this is
all planned out?
Yeah, because
it's coming a bit too easy. It's coming a bit too easy for everything to fall into place again.
No, I think it's a bit. I just think that if all of this stuff happens fairly quickly, again, they won't have enough fights for the shows.
Yeah.
Like good ones.
Well, Ortiz's come off the win.
Yeah.
So he's back in the frame somehow.
Yeah.
I just reckon Matchroom have got this massive board like in their office. And it's got pictures of all the fighters. It's got the pins and then the string between everybody like going around. And it's like, right, if he beats him, bang, and then one just drops off the board. We don't need him anymore.
But it'll probably have like
and
seven.
It's just got AJ's face in the middle.
No, seven coming off of David Price. 7 coming off of David Price.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, you're free this Saturday. Hang on. ting.
David Price is on that board for the next 3 years, I'm sure. Like he's not retiring anytime
He's always
soon.
got a puncher's chance.
Yeah.
On his day, he's the hardest hitting heavyweight.
I can't.
We've been sold that story many a time now.
Too many times. Dave Allen's there as well.
But you know, like Dylan White, I don't think he's like a matchroom yes man. I think there are a lot like
Exactly.
I think there's a lot of
he's-
people
he's
who
not.
just so
He's not.
appreciate Eddie Hearn making them loads of money. Like, and you can't begrudge him. Like when you look at someone like Crawler, it's like he's gonna be so loyal. Like Bellew, Frotch, they were always gonna be loyal.
Yeah.
Fighting Lomachenko, are you serious?
Yeah.
Listen, apparently we're not allowed to criticise that. You're not even allowed to have opinion, because if you do, you're a hater. That's what everyone's saying. If you question it,
Why? Why can't I question it?
that makes you a hater.
What would you
Fair play to him,
question,
he's somehow got that. But even he's got to be thinking,
Fuck this.
yeah, I ain't got a fucking chance.
But Dylan White, obviously, this is like a Brexit situation, isn't it? It's like if Dylan White goes against Matchroom and Matchroom go easy on him, other people might do it, I reckon.
Yeah.
And I think Dylan White kind of knows now, and like you're saying about that interview, I'm sure that's because he knows, look,
Yeah, he's
come 2 years' time, you're going to need me, you're going to need Reactport to fill your
yeah.
cards.
He doesn't give a fuck. I just don't. If he doesn't, he's in a case of where you need me more than I need you, sort of.
And but I think there's going to be more and more Matchroom fighters who might wake up to that because Matchroom's
He's made it to that level now where he knows if Matchroom say no or don't offer him enough decent money, he could just be like, right, who else is out there? Oh, hang on, yeah, there's about 3-4 more contracts I could sign here. Eddie Hearn would be like, shit, there's my big domestic clash.
This is the thing. I think Eddie Hearn's kind of letting this happen because of the whole relationship with Sky. I think Eddie Hearn would be very happy to let that dwindle down, and then
that deal's gonna. I can really see the Sky deal just petering out. Adam Smith right now is sitting there like a bitch in the corner, just
he knows
watching
he's just
his
so helpless.
his sandcastle get washed away. And there's fuck all he can do about it. He's done a few interviews when he's like, yes, I've had stern words with Eddie, and it's like, you haven't.
Mate, the last one he was bringing up saying, oh, but Sky have still got the football, we've got the cricket and the Open.
But you don't. You've only got half the games.
Yeah,
Exactly.
he said,
And I
oh,
really don't care, mate.
we got all the, what was it, the four golf opens this year. It's like, oh, what, he's having to talk about that in an interview about boxing to justify
And
Sky
he's
Sports.
head of boxing.
Yeah.
You're not head of golf.
Yeah. Wow.
Any other industry, you wouldn't get away with that. You just walking into your boss, yeah, we haven't done very well, but you know what? This team over here are doing brilliantly.
Yeah,
They will carry us.
So Eddie Hearn's probably going to come out of this
laughing.
brilliantly. Yeah, he's gonna. Once he gets out of that Sky contract, I'll say, if DAZN come over here.
Do you think he's almost putting on these cards? He's like Ted Cheeseman headline. That's like he's putting it out there and just going, just fucking cancel it. It's like he's trying to get sacked.
He's almost like
a Mourinho sort of
He's
situation.
trying to piss people off.
He's going out and he's bought Scott Parker and he's like, yes, this is it.
Well,
this is my new Makelele.
Fire me.
This is quick.
I was speaking to Jason's cousin Connor.
Yeah.
And he said, oh,
Jason is their friend for anybody who's listening. He
he's
doesn't know
American.
Jason.
He's American from Chicago, and he sort of said, oh yeah, this is the first time I've seen him in ages, and he sort of said, oh, did you watch the last Joshua fight? He goes, yeah, I had to get some stupid app to watch it. And I was like, oh right, that DAZN. And he goes, yeah. And I said, do you know anyone who's got it? He's like, no one I know has got it. And I said, that's good value. And he goes, I just cancelled it as soon as the fight had happened.
And we said it before, in this kind of transition period, the problem with all of that is it's probably easier and less steps to do to get a crystal clear stream than it is to sign up for an app on your phone.
Yeah.
Like if you could go on Twitter and you could just put in AJ stream, and we've probably in about 2 minutes you'll have, if you wanted a 4K stream somewhere or other.
Yeah.
But if you want to sign up to DAZN, you fuck, where's my wallet? Need my card, and then
it's still the same argument, isn't it? You still have to pay for it.
Yeah.
And if there's an option not to pay for something, I think people will find it.
Yeah.
True.
It's just human nature. You can get something for nothing. You're not gonna.
Oh yeah, 100%. But
like I said, I'm looking forward to. I want to see where this kind of Akoli and Dylan White thing kind of goes to. It's not going to go to anywhere.
I don't think it's going to go anywhere.
It won't, but do you know what? At the moment, there's not much boxing going on, so it's fun to have something on in the background.
Fantasy fights going
on. We got some questions in that, to be fair, I feel really bad. I should have been asking these over the last couple of weeks, and every time we finish the show and I go on Twitter and I'm like, oh fuck, sorry geez, sorry. But yeah, one is specifically for David. So you know what it's going to be about.
Amir Khan.
Aren't they all? Okay, right. It says, Mike, I've got another one for you. A bit of fun. This. Hopefully, Dave is on when this goes out. So that's why we haven't asked it, because Dave never turns up.
Well, not never.
Never in the last 2 weeks.
Recently.
60% of the time, he turns up every time.
Yeah, booyah.
That's Dave.
Sex Panther, or whatever it's called.
And it's do you see a similarity between the careers of Khan and Groves versus Brooke and DeGale? The formers were in stellar fights and willing to take on anyone. The latters had world title fights but flattered and floundered over the years. There are strange similarities.
Sadly, yeah. Sadly, as much as I'm a Kell Brook fan, yeah, I would have to agree. It's been one of those careers where I thought, yes, this geezer's going to be my Ricky Hatton. Like, I'm going to watch him and I'm going to see him take on the best in the division. And fair enough, he did. He took one of them and he failed. Fair enough. But I would have liked to have seen him go from there and been in better fights since. Alright, it hasn't happened that way. And he's sort of going away. It's almost like he's being faded out, because I haven't heard any new news about him. And fair play, yeah, Khan has been in with the fights that I would have liked to have seen Kell Brook in. So yeah, sad. I don't want to agree with it, but I have to. It's true, yeah.
It's very similar. Like James DeGale is fairly similar.
I disagree lovely. I disagree with it. I think Kell Brook's career compared to James DeGale's career is. Kell Brook's career is a lot worse. I think it's a lot worse.
I don't think they're comparing them two as a career. I think you are right. The fact that DeGale and Kell Brook have both been up there at that high level. Like, let's be honest, when he won the world championship, there's that lovely video of him at, I think it's at an AJ fight.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And he doesn't realise people are cheering for him.
Yeah.
I think that was the best he's ever going to be loved in England, and it was. Since then, he went on he had two good fights. He had the Jack fight and the Butte fight, which, fair play to him, he's taken on two more names. After that, injuries, losing, winning, injuries. It's ended the way it shouldn't have. He should have done a lot better. We were talking about him being number one.
He should have done a lot better, but if you compare the two and what they achieved, I think the girls achieved a lot more.
Yeah, but it's not
compared to Groves. He's fought on a bigger stage.
Compared to Groves.
It's
Groves. Not Kell Brook and DeGale we're comparing. He's comparing Groves and DeGale.
I think Kell Brook and Amir Khan is a lot wider than Kell Brook and Groves. I think it's a lot wider. Like in the gulf between them to what they've achieved. I think it's a lot wider. I think Amir Khan has achieved a lot more than Kell Brook, and Groves has achieved more than DeGale.
They've both got one world title.
I was saying, haven't all four of them only won one world title each? I know.
It's names. That's all it is.
It's names twice.
That's all it is. Names. But if you were to turn around and say, is Amir Khan the number one in that division? No. Did we talk about DeGale being number one in that division? Yes. Did we talk about Groves being number one in that division?
But
yes.
I'll say the reason why I say that is because
did we talk about Brook being number one in that division?
Khan's been in more high profile fights. Khan is more of a name.
George Groves has been in more. I'm not having that.
Then Amir Khan?
Yeah. 2 Carl Froches, Badu Jack, Callum Smith. You can't. Don't turn up. That's 4 of the best fighters in his division. He's fought.
Yeah, that was a.
They are the only better fighters than him.
That's true.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
So,
but look,
Kell Brook hasn't fought the number one. Neither has. Well, right. Kell Brook's fought the number one in Errol Spence, lost. Amir Khan's fought the number one how many times?
Yeah,
Danny Garcia weren't the number one.
Alright.
So Peterson weren't the number one.
It's kind of difficult to say that because the only person would have been considered number one in his division would have been Floyd Mayweather, and it's not as if he didn't.
He chased and Pacquiao at different times. They were both number one.
He fought Canelo, didn't he?
Not at his weight.
But he still fought him. Do you know what I mean?
That's like saying Brook fighting Golovkin.
But he was a monster at 160, apparently.
Yeah, but we're not going to believe that. Like, that's what I'm saying. I can't have that.
That's just bad though. That's just bad though. Really, you can't really knock Amir Khan for fighting Canelo, but not knock Brook for fighting.
But I'm not saying it like that. I'm saying the fact that
they both shouldn't have fought them.
The fact that Kell Brook is.
Are you saying out of the 4 that Groves has arguably fought the better people. I think I might.
I think so because he's like I've just mentioned, he's fought probably the number one in the division 4 times.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, so
he's lost a few of them.
And obviously the question is, are the careers of Khan and Groves versus that of Brook and DeGale? So I think Brook and DeGale have taken very similar.
They're massively on the they declined
arguably they've
considerably
underachieved.
since
For me,
the world title wins.
Kell Brook, we've spoken about it a million times, so I'm not going to go on about it too much. It's just, if it was any other business, you would get rid of the person in charge because they're being mismanaged.
Yeah.
The company's being run into the ground here. The stocks are going to shit. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
And I feel
that
that's
money
exactly
he got
what happened
from
with him.
the Golovkin fight? Golovkin and Spence. Would he have earned that money if he didn't take that fight that potentially ended his
the original Golovkin?
Probably not without the Amir Khan fight. But then again, it comes back to that same one that we always talk about. What are you after? Are you after money or are you after that kind of legacy? And I've got no problem with whatever anyone says they want to do. If you want to make money, make your money.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But say what it is. Don't come out and everyone criticises AJ at the minute because he's saying it's all about.
I think it's money all the time for all of them.
And do you know what? Listen, I go to work for money the same as these guys. Why shouldn't it be? Just as fans,
one
you
punch
just want,
ends their career
as
straight
fans,
life.
you just want them to be honest. If you don't give a shit about the belts, that's fine. I actually don't care. Go and get the big fights for the big money. Yeah. But don't sit there and tell me that it is then about the belts and about beating the best. Just fuck it. If I can get the same money for fighting someone I know I can beat up, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
So you would say that. So what you're saying, Dave, as well, is that Kell Brook has underachieved. So is DeGale, and they're perfectly on the same par.
No, I'm saying since both of their world titles, they haven't been at that level since.
As a career as a whole, would you say that? Who would you say that has achieved more as a career as a whole? Like who's had a better career
out of them two?
Yeah,
DeGale's an Olympic champ. Oh.
Head and shoulders. Head and shoulders.
He's had a world title twice. Technically twice.
So dubious about when you lose your title and then you regain it and it's number 2 title
fighting the same fella as well. You should have just beat him the first time.
Exactly.
But yeah, he's had a better career. I'm not saying he hasn't. What I'm saying is the way they finished it has been way too similar compared to the other two.
And I think that's what the question is.
Groves went out on a high.
Can you compare the similarities between the two? And I think you would. If you looked at the trajectories of Khan and Groves, they would track higher than DeGale. Yeah. They've been the whole career, you would see that they're probably.
I think it's going to get worse for Brook as well because I really think that he's going to lose. If he fights Liam Smith, he'll lose.
And then that's game over, isn't it?
It's just going to be worse than
I think he's literally he's gone
fight.
From being the sort of matchroom guy,
the darling,
the fella they were throwing a lot of time and effort into, to coming off of 2 bad losses.
To brush the side,
to literally just being like, have a fight.
But he's got to take responsibility for that.
Of course you do.
Because his last performance was terrible.
Yeah, I agree. That's not the performance you want.
Took one look at that and thought, nah, I'm not having that.
No.
There's bigger fights out there, and he's gone for Crawford. Why not?
Yeah, well, that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like, that's the whole thing we're saying.
So
Groves went after Kell.
What do you want him? Do you want him to carry on?
Only if it's worthwhile. Like, there's no point in me watching him fight another Aussie who's undefeated.
Assuming it's not Amir Khan and he's at light middleweight.
It's literally got to be one fight then a shot at something, innit?
He's already put everyone on notice about 2 years ago. So for whatever reasons he's not being active. Like, he beat that geezer. Who?
Rabchenko.
No, the other one, the Aussie. He looked bad doing it as well.
Oh yeah,
the poster boy, the stripper. That was
what was that? What weight was that? 150 or something.
That was just some made up weight, wasn't it?
But he should have been talked about March.
But say Liam Smith is fighting Sam Eggington, isn't he?
Yeah.
And I reckon Kell Brook, Liam Smith is probably the best we can hope for.
Yeah, Hearn was saying this week that Brook is looking to be on the next, I think AJ undercard, or.
So what, is he going to America?
Well, I don't know necessarily. I think they were even talking about possibly his next fight back here.
Yeah, see,
That's a long way.
how can it's like saying, you know, when Eric Cantona was coming back from Man United after the ban,
Yeah.
and if they'd have just carried on turning around going, yeah, no, he's not coming back in October, it will be February, and then you end up something being like egged on, and all of
I
a
wouldn't
sudden
be
he doesn't
surprised
turn
if
up
you
for the
don't see
next
him
season.
till September.
Yeah, and
It wouldn't surprise me. It almost feels to me like Matchroom, as soon as that title went, it's like they just had very like little to no interest in Kell Brook anymore.
Yeah.
Because, and I'm not.
It's almost like if I was like you said about mismanagement. If I was Kell Brook, I don't care if I'm supposed to be the fighter that I am, and you've got fans like me who think he was the bollocks. I would be fuming that I haven't already been thrown in with someone else. Like I haven't got a date and a schedule to go to now.
Do you reckon he knows that he's done?
That's what
I think.
Do you reckon he knows that if he gets hit, it's game over?
It could be a case of that.
So they just string it out as long as possible.
He hasn't got the confidence in it. Do you reckon he hasn't got the confidence, or
could well be that? Like in my head, I'm thinking as a fan, I'm thinking, oh come on, I just want to see him. Like he deserves a half chance. He deserves a shot at another title. Like he's a good fighter. On his day, he's quality. And then after that, I'm thinking
He's just waiting to see what happens in the Amir Khan fight. That's basically it.
You can't. And as a fan, don't get me wrong. If this happens and they turn around, September, it's going to happen. Then
be buzzing.
Come August and I'll be
assuming
like,
Amir Khan gets knocked out.
I said to you before, I don't think it matters. Brooks
No, it doesn't. I mean, it might matter in terms of timing. Like, he might need to wait.
Okay, I see.
Even longer. So does he throw in a fight with a potential banana skin, or does he take another shit fight where he looks shit again?
But I think it could be a case of he's waiting to see how Khan gets on against Crawford, and then Khan will buy him again.
Yeah, it's a frustrating
one. Even like, I'm ready now. Even like, nah.
Yeah, I'm not interested at the moment, obviously, because nothing's happening. But as soon as I have like news on a potential fight or a potential opponent, that's when the interest will take over
like
again.
Amir Khan, at least when he was chasing someone, it was Mayweather and Pacquiao.
I know, yeah.
Kell Brook is doing it to Khan.
Khan, yeah. I agree.
The guy that's chasing the guys.
Yeah.
I think the problem is, right, that no one's chasing Kell Brook now.
No,
I think that's exactly what it is. He doesn't even seem like he's a scout for someone to be trying to get now.
That's the problem.
It's literally
no one wants that name on the CV.
You can't defend your title 2-3 times against absolute nobodies, and then lose it like the way he did with Spence and the fight with Golovkin. If he'd have fought 2 decent fighters after that, defended it well against 2 decent fighters, then people would still be going, yeah, I'll fight Kell Brook. He's a decent fighter. But because we're only going on the Sean Porter fight, and bits and pieces in the Spence fight, and bits and pieces in the Golovkin fight, and how well he destroyed previous opponents, it's hard. He hasn't been able to do that sort of legacy where he fights all these decent fighters, knocks them out or loses, because this is boxing. At the end of the day, he might not be able to beat everyone, but he should have been in with the Furmans and the Garcias and the Petersons at that time.
But apart from the Khan fight now, like he can't earn the money that he wants to earn. He can't even sell out.
Do I want to see him fight Garcia or Furman at the moment? Probably not. It's stupid, isn't it?
Brook to leave Matchroom and fight at 160 against Chris Eubank Jr. on ITV.
I'm going to go kill Brook in that.
No, yeah, of course, and I wouldn't argue against you if it's something you wouldn't say, even though it's stupid. But that people would buy that, wouldn't they?
Yeah, of course they would. It's another domestic clash.
How easy would that be to sell?
It's an easy sell.
It is an easy sell, because
and they've already got that kind of animosity from where Brook took the Golovkin deal instead.
Yeah, no, look, it's one of those things where you just think
you wouldn't be. Fuck
it.
You just think of it and you just think
that would would genuinely have to be a retirement.
Yeah, of course,
for you two.
Well, he can't pick anyone.
He can't retire either, because otherwise you can't do it.
Yeah.
Oh, see you later, lads.
I'll just be you, man.
He'd be the sound guy.
Retirement's not even coming into my mind. Retirement's not even coming into my mind. You talked about retirement. That's a sign of weakness.
Sean's on his way out. Yeah, no, look, it's an interesting one, isn't it?
I like that question.
That is a great question.
So shouts out to Tony Moss. He's got one more as well, and it says, if you get a minute, can you explain the difference between Queensberry Promotions and MTK Global? I was looking today and the boxers are the same that they represent. Are they the same company or do they perform different roles? So Queensberry Promotions is Frank Warren's promotions company.
Yeah.
So obviously he's the promoter of these fighters, and MTK Global
It's management.
They are a management company. But it's a strange one now because obviously MTK promote as well. They put on their own shows.
Right.
So I think they would look after a lot of the same fighters, because I mean the
It's
relationship
interesting.
between MTK and Frank Warren has been very tight since MTK or was it MGM? Its first inception.
There's also like non-Frank Warren fighters with MTK.
Yeah, MTK. From what I've seen, obviously we've spoken to quite a few of their guys. I think a lot of the fighters they have kind of in the same model as Matchroom. They fight on their shows, but aren't necessarily signed to MTK.
Yeah.
So they put on cards. They give the guys a bit of money to be on the cards or whatever, however it works out. But obviously, I think a lot of their money gets filtered into the top boys. Like they're obviously paying substantial money, I would imagine, to represent Tyson Fury. I don't imagine he's paying them to do that.
True.
Did I read something today about Box Nation are going to have one? What fight are they getting?
I saw this today. Isn't it the Spence Garcia fight?
Oh, really? Box Nation?
Yeah. I was hoping it was going to land on ITV, but...
That's on the 16th, isn't it?
Yes.
March. I'm going to be watching it over there.
Are you?
Over where?
In America.
Ah, yes.
Are you going to the fight?
I'm not.
Again.
I would love to go to... Is it Dallas, isn't it? Is it actually in Dallas?
I don't know.
I think it's in Dallas. No, I'll just be watching it in a bar at a normal time.
Probably not so much at a normal time, no. Where are you going to be?
New York. So it won't be that far out. It'll still be... No, it will be... Maybe...
Evening?
It'll still be evening.
Do you know what?
It should still be evening. I'm hoping it's still evening. I'm still awake.
I hope you get there and it's like still 2 in the morning.
2 in the morning,
Or
yeah.
1 in the afternoon and you're just like, oh shit, can't catch a break.
Starting early, boys. Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's... It's one of them questions that we've never had a question like that before. But I suppose you just...
It's a good question. Like it's if for people that... Because I often see so many times, I'm like, I swear I see that geezer was somewhere else. And it is, it's literally MTK.
I think MTK they got fingers in a lot of pies, haven't they?
Yeah. They've just thrown a lot of fighters at different... Well, they're like what we want all of them to be like. They'll have their fighters on other people's shows, no problem. It's just they're big guys now, the Furies. They're big enough now that they've signed their own contracts with the old TV deals.
I think that it's the standard thing with MTK as well. Whatever they say, they kind of get. No one's really gonna argue.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean, you just
don't need that.
You want? Yep, that's fine. Yes, no problem.
Am I signed for you for 4 fights? Yes, you are. Okay, cool.
4 fights unless we want more.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem, sir. I will go back to training.
Yes, and I will hopefully win all of them.
So, like I said, we didn't really want to talk about it last weekend, so we had our questions in. What is going on? It's just so quiet at the minute.
It is proper. You need like the old boxing series to kick its ass and stick it in a couple of gears.
So on that, I can never remember the guy's name. The one that said he pulled out, and then Cali Sauerland says he said no, he's not. This is the date for the fight. His manager came out and he says, I don't know why they're still promoting this fight. He is absolutely not in it.
Oh really?
And it's going to rumble on it. It's going to be one of those ones that ends up in court. You're going to have like 10,000 people sat in an arena. Progress is going to come out and be in his corner and be like, and in the other corner. What do you mean he's not here?
Yeah.
It's like that game. Do you remember when Scotland had to play a game and there was no one on the other half of the pitch? They just had to kick off to get the win.
Oh yeah, it was something stupid. But they all had to get kitted out and everything. The national anthems went off as well. Brilliant.
You've got to follow the program, won't you? Referee's checking everyone's studs and
Canelo,
shin pads before they walk on.
Canelo Jacobs, what about that?
You know what? It's gonna be an okay fight. They're both.
Oh, it's gonna be a cracker of a fight.
Yeah.
He's gonna win because he doesn't lose. But What I found it brilliant this week.
I want Jacobs to win so much.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
So much. I really do. I don't know what it is.
It's one of those things, isn't it, man?
I just really want him to win. No, just because of not even.
You love the story, don't you?
I love the
miracle
story,
man.
I like. He gave
story,
Golovkin a great fight.
Yeah.
He
Do
beat
you know what I mean?
Golovkin, though, didn't he?
Yeah,
Beat him.
I don't know, but
He beat him, man.
yeah, it's one of those. He had a good game plan against Golovkin, and it was working, and whatever. He lost, but
Golovkin's lost like 3 of his last 4 fights. Really, hasn't he?
Well, if we're talking about really,
Not
definitely
really.
not. Definitely not, because he beat Canelo in that first
Oh yeah,
fight.
that was right.
And I love that
True.
Jacobs is just taking the piss. He says, "Yeah, I thought Triple G beat him in both fights." He's been winding him up. But I think it was Dante's Boxing Nation put out a video this week. I shared it on our Twitter. And if you don't follow Dante's Boxing Nation, go check their YouTube. Just watch the first 20 seconds of it, and then don't worry about the rest of it. Sean put me onto that one quite early, and I think I watch it quite often now. I don't know what he talks about.
So what? Canelo's got a rehydration clause, isn't he? Or
Yeah, so they
is
put
it
a rehydration clause in to this fight, right? Which is strange anyway, because he's just coming off of fighting at 168. But Golden Boy told Jacob's team that the IBF have said you have to put in this £10 kind of day of the fight weigh-in. And the IBF have said, no, we got nothing to do with this. We definitely did it. And it came out, he was doing an interview with someone, and someone said to him, oh yeah, the IBF have said, no, they didn't do that. And he was like, what? Are you sure? And he was like, yeah, I got it on tape. And he was like, so someone's lying then. And it's one of those ones where you think, there's no real reason to lie about this.
When surely someone hasn't just told him and he just believed what they've said and took it for heart.
Well, it's in the contract, but
it's actually in their contract.
Yeah,
but no one's actually done the research
on the night. I think he can't weigh more than 170.
No, so it's not that, right? So they have the weigh-in. I think it's in the morning of the fight, and he can't weigh more than 170 at that point.
Oh, right, okay.
So he can come in at more than 170 at the fight, but the day of the fight when he has his weight, he has to be within £10 of the limit. But I think again, this is something where they know Canelo can blow up. Yeah. Massively. What was it? I was reading again. I'm trying to think what fight it was. I think it was a Cotto fight. And Freddie Roach, obviously, he's probably even a little bit bitter about it. But he said he thought he put on like 20, maybe like 30 pounds between that weigh-in in the morning to the fight. Like just by rehydrating and then eating, and you think, fucking that is
Mexican beef, isn't it?
But I think this is I think this is a classic case of being the A side. But when you think that what Mayweather did to Canelo, it was worse than that. I think he made Canelo couldn't come in over 152 or something when they fought on the fight night or fight day. It's just use your advantages, isn't it?
Yeah, if you're calling the shots,
and I think that's what they said in the video. He's just quite clearly just trying to get every advantage you can. Which, like you said, if you're the A side, that's what you do. Like what was it Mayweather always says, or always used to do. And they said that he knew who he was going to pick for his, because obviously he just used to pick and choose who he was going to fight. He would know months in advance and start a training camp 4 months before, and then he would tell the opponent, "Yeah, you've got the gig." When they've got like 9 weeks, so then they get 2/3 of a training camp under their belt and then go into fight. But he's already been
that whole thing about cherry picking though, right? That gets levelled at Mayweather a lot. So how come he never got cherry picked himself?
What do you mean? As an opponent?
Yeah.
I think everyone wanted to fight him, but not because they wanted to beat him, just because they wanted that money.
You don't pick. I mean, obviously, you can't cherry pick someone who's always going to be the A side. But when he wasn't the A side, why wasn't he cherry picked then?
I think that was a different Mayweather man.
He was
that was the one that was knocking people out.
That's what I mean. So it's like he doesn't. You can't have it both ways. You can't be so good that no one cherry picks you and then start cherry picking when you're the A side. What?
I think you can.
But you got to also remember he was cherry picking. Like when he become Moneyway Mayweather, he was at the end of what was supposed to be the end of his career. He weren't like a 20-year-old. He was now 30, 33.
Did he cherry pick Canelo?
Wait, I think he fought Canelo at the right time.
Yeah,
how come no one fought him when it was the right time for them? That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, it's true.
Probably didn't want to. He knew he could beat Canelo at a certain point.
He done it towards the end of his career. You can't say that for his whole career. On the way up, he was knocking people out, and he earned his status at the beginning.
Just how Canelo was at his state. Well, when he fought Mayweather, Canelo was like literally the next big thing. You know, he was like, you know, this is the old head going against the new. This is going to be the changing of the guard.
It was almost like Mayweather got criticised for delaying the Pacquiao fight, but then he gets criticised for taking the Canelo fight when Canelo's too early for him.
Yeah,
It can't be both.
It's one of those things where if it was beneficial for him to beat Canelo at that point, and it was beneficial for him to take on Pacquiao at that point. The fact that he went on for another 6-7 years and fought countless world class opponents, you know, it's one of those ones where he has to cherry pick 30, 38, 35 plus. His body isn't going to be the same as it was 10 years ago. He's going to have to.
And I think we can say that, like, when you're talking about people like Robert Guerrero, like, how many weights did he have to come up to fight Mayweather?
Yeah,
Okay, but who didn't Mayweather fight? Amir Khan?
Amir Khan. Yeah, but it's true, like speed. You look at his speed, like, alright, Shane Mosley had speed.
I was going to say, it's not even necessarily, when you say about Mayweather, it's not necessarily you're saying that he's cherry picking, but he definitely delayed a lot of fights.
Yeah.
So again,
but he didn't delay the Canelo one, that's what I'm saying. So what's the excuse for that one? He just did that one too early. So it's the opposite of cherry picking.
But he's done that too early and also put clauses in, like you just said,
to put him at
that
the biggest advantage.
What Canelo was good at.
Yeah.
Because isn't that where his kind of whole fighting at Cinco de Mayo and all that sort of stuff came around? That was like a smart business move. Like, if I take this fight, I can make this holiday my own.
Well, I think it was when he beat De La Hoya, that's pretty much when he just took the dates, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But he was a brand anyway. Like, and what you're going to do is you're going to protect your brand. You can't tell me AJ is going to turn around and if let's say Daniel Dubois goes and fights 20 more fellas and absolutely destroys 20 more fellas, and it's now 3 or 4 years down the road. AJ's now 34, 35. Dubois is an absolute beast. AJ's going to be thinking, should have fought him 3 years ago when he was pretty shit.
But then if he fights Dubois in 5 years' time and beats him, he'll say, "Oh, he cherry waited till he wasn't good enough, and then he should have fought him when he was 22 when he was a beast."
He'll if Dubois has done 20 more fights and he's knocked everyone out, and AJ goes and beats him, well then it just shows AJ was that damn good that he's taking on the next big thing. But it's he's a brand. AJ's a brand now. We've said it for a couple of months. Is it would he go and, you know, on one fight maybe not destroy his brand, but largely dent it? No, he's not going to.
I think if most people do the same in Mayweather. So if you were Mayweather, I think most people do the same.
I wouldn't have, like, that's the thing I'm amazed. I wouldn't have fought Canelo if I was him. It just doesn't.
He obviously knew something.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that
he had his number
50-50.
Yeah,
but that was supposed to be a 50-50 going into it.
Yeah,
but yeah, we get these sort of. I always use the same reference. With enough promotion and enough time in the build-up, a lot of fights can be put as a 50-50. Like the whole Triple G Lemieux fight, we were like, oh, do you know what? This is a genuine
banger.
This is the best against the best. And then you watched it and you were like, I've been mugged off here. I've been done over. This is nowhere near a 50. This is a York Hall fight. This is this is a journeyman turning up here.
It's like when I keep seeing on Twitter at the moment is Billy Joe Saunders and Eubank Jr. And Eubank Jr.'s Billy Joe Saunders keeps saying, why am I going to fight him again? He's rubbish. Like, I don't need to fight him. I've shown where I am.
Did you hear him on TalkSport today?
No.
Which one?
Billy Joe Saunders.
What was he saying today?
It was very good.
Oh, when he was saying he's going to have to go to sleep thinking he's been beaten by a Jippo. And
yeah, he said he's
dreaming of caravans.
Was that today?
I think, was it today?
I thought I'd read that.
He's going to go to sleep dreaming of caravans. And do you know what? Like, I wouldn't even. It'd be stupid to say that I think Junior would beat him, because I think you can't. I just don't think you can beat Saunders at that game. I think he had his chance to beat him 4 years ago, wherever it was, and he waited 6 rounds to start. Inexperience, you lose. That's it. And I think now Billy Joe Saunders is a much better fighter than he was then.
Yeah.
So
do you believe that he took 6 rounds to start? Do you believe that? Because that's what he said after the fight.
I really do. You know, when you watch it and it was like someone just went, what are you doing? Like, you need to start fighting.
That was his whole training camp. That was his whole
again, that's where you have no one telling you what to do. And then it came out, and the second half of that fight was massively different. But at that point, your opponent's only got to nick 1 round at that point. And then obviously it's ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah, it was. And the thing is, I genuinely believe Billy Joe Saunders has gone up
Yeah, he has, and it wouldn't. For me, it wouldn't even be close now. It wouldn't even be close. So I wouldn't want to see that fight again.
Yeah.
But what I am finding interesting with Saunders is that he can't keep Eubank's name out of his mouth.
Well, that's
Every interview, all he's like, yeah, nah, fuck him, I don't want to fight him. But then the next interview, he's like, yeah, I'd fight him again, and I school him again. And it's like, well, make up your mind. What do you want to do?
Yeah.
If you don't want to fight him, stop talking about him.
That's it. I think
You've got your own problems right now, trying to win a belt that's not there.
It's a bit of Carl Froch though, isn't it? Really, like.
Can we not talk about that?
No.
I like it.
No. It's the same thing though, isn't it? Really, because like Carl Froch is he talks shit about these fighters and all that stuff. He's nah, fuck Groves, whatever.
The girl and all this shit.
Batter them. It's the same thing, but like. Why are you talking about them? You didn't fight the girl. Right?
And as came out this week, Isaac Chamberlain dropping the fucking truth bombs again. That the girl signed to fight Froch. And Froch pulled out and retired.
Yeah.
So don't talk about what you would have done when you had the opportunity and then you went, fuck it.
And then talking all this shit about Groves and all that stuff. Well, he only beat him in the first fight.
And I'm not having all of this, like, everyone says, do you know what? He says it just it's a bit of tongue in cheek. He's having a bit of a wind up. He's not. He's a bitter fucking.
He genuinely, like, you can see. Even I see him at Soccer AM the other week. Was it this weekend?
Don't know.
No, it was Bellevue this weekend, trying to keep his head down and out of the limelight.
But someone was doing the kick, the volleys and everything, and Froch is in the geezer's ear as he's about to kick, trying to put him off. Like, that's how competitive and like his mentality is. He just wants to win and he just wants to be the best at
which
something.
is fine. But when you've retired, just fuck off.
Yeah,
you don't need to just belittle everybody else.
Yeah.
Do you know what's coming back for me now is that there was one interview when he was still champion and DeGale and Groves were both coming up and they were both calling him out and he was like, do you know what? I'd fight them both on the same night. And I was still a big Froch fan at this point and I was like, and he'd knock them both out. And then he had that first Groves fight and he didn't say shit like that again.
Yeah.
And then suddenly he was just putting them down, belittling them properly, but without even engaging the thought of actually fighting the girl.
See, I never really was a massive Froch fan, but I like this side to him. I think it's hilarious.
And you know me, I like.
He believes it. He believes it.
Yeah, that's what I'm really loving this last week
Deluded
as well.
That's what I like about it. He genuinely believes it, and he's putting himself right out there. At the same time, he's just leaving himself so open to everything Andre Ward says about him.
Yeah.
And he doesn't seem to even.
He doesn't put the two together.
No,
I think it's not. He doesn't care. I don't think he pieces the puzzle together and he goes, actually, this is making me look like a bit of a dick.
I find it funny.
But this week's been brilliant because it's been like the 12-year anniversary of Kawasaki and Jeff Lacey.
Yeah.
So everyone's just been fucking waxing lyrical about
best
Kawasaki.
super middleweight. And the things I liked was that's how a true champion stays a champion. Is like you don't hear people bad mouthing Joe Kawasaki because once his career was over, he just spoke about boxing. He didn't try to get involved in boxing. And
see, I've always said like Kawasaki for me, he wasn't my favourite, and I've never rated him as highly as other people did. I think we've spoken about this at length before.
I used to love it
because I don't like that he just never went anywhere to fight anyone when they were there. I know that he fought Hopkins and Roy Jones and whatnot when they were. You know, I don't want to say past it because then obviously Hopkins carried on fighting.
they both did for like another 15 years.
Yeah,
the best
and become world champions.
But when Roy Jones was the best in the world at probably about 5 different sports and about 10 different weights at boxing, he wanted nothing to do with it. He's like, come fight me in Cardiff. He's like, where's Cardiff? He said, well, if you don't know, can't fight me. And I just said it before, like one of my gripes I said to Sean before about Mayweather. If you're the best and you say I'm the fucking best, right? Go out and get the belts.
Yeah.
Go and do it. Lennox Lewis did it. People like that. They go out and they're like, fuck it. I don't want any conversation about this. My gripe with Mayweather was that it was always he'd just come back, he'd fight for one belt and then he'd fuck off. He didn't want anything else. And Kawasaki held on to that WBO belt forever until everyone was quite old, and then he picked up like the Ring magazine and the Lineal Championship when it was vacant and all that.
You beat Lacey, that was good.
Listen,
he schooled Lacey.
I remember I was saying this today at work. I remember sitting there watching it on. It was on ITV.
An up and coming Kessler.
But that Lacey fight, that was probably one of the best fights I've ever seen. And I said, for me, I'm not even a huge Kawasaki fan. I was sitting there, it was a masterclass. You know, you know when you've got a massive smile on your face watching something.
Lacey was big at the time. He was coming up.
The next Tyson.
The next Tyson.
Sorry, stole your words out your mouth.
Yeah, it's fine. I still had to do the quote thing.
Yeah, that comes across really well on just audio as well.
Yeah. Look at the camera.
Look at the YouTube camera. Find us on YouTube.
Do you even know what our YouTube channel is?
YouTube.
Just youtube.com. You'll find us there.
Yes, you will. Well said.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a joy to watch.
So yeah, it's been just so funny, just people talking about how great Calzaghe is this week, because you know that Froch is just fucking constantly refreshing Twitter, searching his own name, just like fuck, man.
I'd love to start a hashtag, like Calzaghe beats Froch. Hashtag Calzaghe beats Froch.
Hashtag better than Froch.
Yeah, like just anything.
He was
just like that hat.
Hashtag
Better than Froch.
Was even the best of the best. I would have smashed him around the division all this shit like this, but
yeah,
you didn't fight him, so like we didn't know.
Yeah.
You know, it's as simple as that. You fought Groves,
and the other Olympian that you did fight smashed you around the ring.
Exactly.
Yeah. I do think that the only thing that legitimises Froch's argument a bit is that he did call out Calzaghe a lot, and Calzaghe sort of dismissed him a bit.
Yeah, but he was exactly the same as he was with Groves and Gale.
Exactly.
But yeah, that's the thing.
And that's what I mean.
And
Calzaghe did give to him.
Froch was British at best at that time.
Yeah.
Calzaghe's a 10-year champion, and you got the British champion calling you out. It's come on.
And again, at that stage, it wasn't even comparable. You've got him fighting in big arenas,
stadiums.
And
he sold out stadiums.
Yeah, but was it the Millennium
Yeah.
Stadium?
Yeah.
And then you've got Froch at these times probably couldn't even sell out.
Not even an arena or something.
He wasn't on TV, was he? He wasn't.
No,
he
was.
But at the time, if we were doing that podcast then, we'd be wanting Calzaghe to fight Froch.
Yeah, of course you would.
Fans.
Yeah, of course. As fans, you would, because it's just.
Because we'd be saying Froch is like the hipster's choice, and he'd beat Calzaghe. We'd all be saying that.
But I think now, obviously, 2020 hindsight, you look back and I don't even think it would be a close fight. Like when I was a big Froch fan,
look what Ward did to him.
And that's exactly it. I think any slick boxer would be able to deal with him. Whether or not Calzaghe could keep him off him enough, because
Calzaghe's work rate was
phenomenal.
That was.
But it was always labelled at him that he was a bit of a slapper, like that he'd just kind of throw his hands out.
Yeah.
But then you watch the Lacey fight and you think, well, he was. Yeah.
Mate, that nose would have been getting it, I reckon.
Yeah.
He'd have had to have had more than one reconstruction, wouldn't he? But
it would have been dealt with.
Yeah. That's the beauty of it.
I've just loved it this week, just watching Froch kind of get put in his place a little bit.
Yeah.
But again, we always say, if you're sitting at home and you've got millions in the bank now, you don't give a fuck what pricks on Twitter saying.
Yeah.
Which includes us.
Once you've had your teeth and your nose done, happy days.
It's got $1 million smile now.
That's it, isn't it?
But yeah, we as fans, we love the rough and tumble of building up to fights and everything. But when people retire, you just
let them have their moment. Let them have their moment. You didn't see Ward coming out and just hammering Froch. Oh, congratulations! But who slapped the fuck out of you?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, sorry,
exactly.
That was me. But you don't have as a champion, you're a champion. Yeah, done.
You just have a
little bit of respect.
It's just be a fucking decent person. Like you wouldn't do that in any other walk of life. You wouldn't be a prick like that.
Messi and Ronaldo 10 years from now be like, yeah, well, I scored more goals than you. Yeah, well, I've won the World Cup. Well, I've won the European Cup. Yeah, but I won it 4 times. Yeah, but I've won. No, they're not going to. They're just going to say, yeah, me and him, we were the best in our generation.
Can I tell you a little? Again, it's off topic. It's a football thing. So if you don't like football, just shut off in 60 seconds. I was speaking to one of my boys, my male boy, last week I think it was, and I was trying to explain to him the importance of like really trying hard at everything you do, because obviously he's banging into football and all that sort of stuff. And I says to him, you need to try hard in everything you do. Like you need to really push yourself out, do more than everybody else. You need to be there before everyone. You need to stay later. And I said to him, listen, Cristiano Ronaldo turns up at training 2 hours before everybody else, and he stays 2 hours after. Like he's mad into FIFA, so he knows all the fucking players there is. And I said, when he was at Man United, he used to turn up like 2 hours before Wayne Rooney, and then he'd go and do training, then he'd go to the gym afterwards, and then he'd do things with feet. He'd have his weights on his feet, and he'd practice his skills. And I was like, and now, look, who's the best player in the world? Do you know what he fucking said? Messi. He listened to me bang on, and he was like, Messi.
Yeah.
Just fuck off.
Just
go to your room. It's like, go to your room, get your PlayStation, bring that downstairs.
Messi,
You're not having that anymore.
Yeah.
Messi just turned up, just naturally telling you.
Didn't have to do the 2-hour training. He was just like,
I was living. You know when you feel like I'm nailing this parenting shit here.
Yeah.
So I'm giving him an analogy, he gets it,
Wow.
and then he's like, Messi, shrugged his shoulders as well. Oh, you little shit. I'm gonna go and like delete Messi out of his FIFA team. He don't exist anymore. What are you gonna do now? But yeah, it just.
that's cool.
I thought I was killing it, and I'm clearly not. Could have been worse. He could have said someone like Emil Heskey.
Yeah.
Legend.
Listen, love Emil.
Legend.
Right, so we've hit the hour mark. What else are we kind of looking forward to now? Because it feels like this AJ Miller promo has started a fucking million years in advance of the fight.
That's,
What
June, isn't it?
What we got this month? We got
Albert Hall.
Albert Hall.
On Friday, do you know what? I said it to you just before we started. I've got a sneaky feeling Yard's going to be in for a tough fight.
Really?
I don't know what the hell I'm basing it on. I'm just going with it.
Do you know what? Do you think it's just one of those fights that he just, if he's not completely up for it, it could be a slip up.
So again, I watched his.
I think he's going to be fuming. I think he's just frustrated now. Do you not? The way he's coming across in some of these things, it's like, yeah, I'm supposed to fight this person, and I'm fighting this guy now. It's like.
So what do you reckon this is? I know he's getting a lot of criticism, but he does seem to have a lot of pullouts.
Pull-out game strong.
Yeah. And they're talking about him being number one for Kovalev.
Is that his fault, or is that promotion wise?
Or are people too scared of him?
I don't think people are scared, but I think they are picking shit opponents for him to fight.
And they're just thinking, he's not worth the money.
It could very well be.
I think it's people probably thinking, I've agreed to take this fight for 20 grand, and now he's got that Adidas contract. I want 50 grand.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think it's not worth people getting into the rinks. They're clearly not making it worth people's while, because they wouldn't have this many people pulling out. It just wouldn't happen.
True.
But I was watching his interview today with Rob Tebbett at Boxing Social, and I love watching Rob's interviews. He's absolutely brilliant. But I just feel like Yard, like we've spoken to him quite a few times. He's always been cool with us, but I just feel like he's kind of going into his own fucking world now. Like he was sitting, like when he was doing his open workout today, and you just hear him. You just start shouting "Lions in the camp," and everyone around the ring shouts it back at him. And I'm like, all right, that's cool. But then he's doing his little interview afterwards with Rob, and obviously sometimes someone will just interrupt, like casually, just be like, right, I'm leaving now, I'm going, I'll just say a quick goodbye. It's just like, you leaving, yeah? Right, cool. Lions. And then the guy just kind of left, and I was like, you just shouted lions at him. It's just like the whole shit's just getting weird now. Like you see the interviews with him and Tunde, and it just don't sit right with me now.
Some of that shit.
Like he's got a different handshake for every person, and it just feels like if this works for him, that's cool. But it just from the outside, it all just seems really weird now.
He's trying to emulate, again, to go back to Mayweather. He's trying to emulate that whole setup where they're trying to do that thing where you would say hard work and dedication, and everyone's shouting. But that's like when you've done everything.
That's it. When you've conquered shit.
When you've destroyed.
Do you remember when O'Hara Davis sort of said, "I'm the WBC silver champion," and Mayweather sort of said, "Oh, I didn't realise it coming silver." I feel like he'd say the same to Yard now if he saw what was going on there. Like, what is going on? I think it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
I just feel like he's got into his own head. Tunde's
before
built this whole world around him.
Yeah.
Where
you got to be at the top to have that world.
It's gonna be, if he loses, it's going to be so bad. It's going to be 10 times worse for him because then people will go.
It might be a kick up the arse.
Do you know what I've said this before because I've been to fights where he's there now. And I don't know if necessarily he's well liked or a big money generator, like a big ticket seller. Like when he was coming up, obviously he had a big entourage of people that he would get lots of tickets sold. You would always see that. But now that he's not having to sell tickets, like someone went to Brentwood, and I sat in a little media bit, and you looked around. When his fight came on, people left. They couldn't give a shit. He was the last fight. No, he wasn't even the last fight. He was like the headline fight. People had seen their mates. So it wasn't. Oh yeah, let's stay around and watch Anthony Yard. It was. Do you know what? Let's get off.
Yeah, my mates have thought I'm done.
Yard should be like based on his reputation and his coverage and his media profile. He should be able to sell out the Copper Box. And it's like that Copper Box show with Selby, De Gea. They couldn't sell out those three on it.
4.
Yard should be able to do it on his own.
Because Dubois.
It was Dubois, Yard, Selby, and De Gea.
I honestly thought Dubois and Yard. I thought they'd be guaranteed.
I thought them two would be topping bills by now. And alright, okay. Comes Friday, Saturday, them two are the main.
Again, is that down to promotion and matchmaking?
I don't know. It just seems like it's crazy. Like
I think it's
how much bad luck one promoter can have.
I think it's Matchroom just seem to have access to certain, like you get Matchroom fans who just won't go to a Frank Warren show.
Yeah, listen, you spend time on Twitter and you see it. Someone will pipe up with an Eddie Hearn interview and someone will be like, "Oh, you're so much better than Frank Warren," and it's like, no one's even talking about Frank. Literally, there's no reason for you to bring him up here. Just go about your business.
But do you know what that is though? Sometimes I think like if you compare some of the cards, like you compare like for instance a Matchroom card where Bailey's on it, and then you got like I don't know, for instance AJ on the same card or whatever. Like they've been stacked in the past. They've been stacked up like that, and then you watch a Warren card, and it's just like the level is like it's completely different.
Yeah.
Production wise, it's, you know, we've been to the shows, man. Production wise, like the DJ kills it, like the sound systems kill it. Like, do you know what I mean? That it's all part and parcel, isn't it? If you think
the
about
glitz
it,
and glamour.
you know what I mean? It's the whole
bells
package.
and whistles is what you
it's
want.
The whole package sometimes, and that's that. I think in the past it's been like that. It's dying down now, but in the past it's been like that, and I think that's where Warren has fell short. And I don't know what's going on, because they can't really match these guys at the moment. They're not matching them well. I don't think they're matching them well at all.
Well, again, I realise I say it's interesting a lot, but it is an interesting one that people are still defending Matchroom to the fucking death when they're churning out such shit at the minute. And it's bizarre that you're seeing guys outwardly criticising Poxon for their show with De Gale and Eubank. I think there's no one in the country that's put on a show even close to that this year.
Yeah.
No.
Nobody.
No.
But they'll happily sit there and go, fuck off, Matchroom are running this, they've got AJ in it. You were paying £100 to go and watch Ted Cheeseman at the O2.
But what show can you imagine Frank Warren putting on now that's going to do really well?
Warren.
And I think the problem they've
that's
got now...
Warrington though, it's not Frank Warren, is it? Well, that's just him.
Yeah.
The problem they've got now
Warrington
is
sells his
that
own
it's
tickets.
become so insular, the whole Frank Warren thing, that they can't work with the other promoters by the looks of it. The other, I want to say, major promoters...
over here, definitely.
Yeah, that's where the problem is. Whereas Matchroom, it seems like they can get those deals done. Like we saw with the Cyclone one.
But I don't think even Billy Joe Saunders would sell. Don't think that necessarily sell out a big venue.
No.
Don't think.
Oh, I don't know. If it was the right fight.
But I think there's probably only one fight for him. In that. Unless you're talking Canelo Golovkin, but that's not going to be here.
No, and I wouldn't expect it to be honest. I'd love it to see Canelo over here.
He's going to fight here at some point, isn't he?
Oof.
He definitely will, and that'll be one of those ones where just fight him. Just take our money, because
I've got
we
to
need to check him off the list of people we've seen.
That's it. Like, it was literally Golovkin.
Start saving up, mate. Start saving up now.
I'm just going to buy some shares and stuff up now, and then hope for the best in like 5 years.
For the box, yeah. It's one of those things that it'll be ticked off, hopefully.
I think the whole Warren Matchroom is going to rumble on for a lot longer.
Always will.
Well, it will, but we've said it before, like boxing is massively changing. The question will be whether or not Queensberry and Frank Warren change with it now.
It's funny how we're talking about their own fighters fighting each other though, as well, because they're talking about Gorman and Dubois now.
Yeah, he's really stoked to fight. He said they're going to fight before the end of the year. I personally, I don't think they will, but it gets the public interest up.
It's a domestic clash.
Well, I think
they're both,
as much as it will do.
I think it's an interesting fight because they're both, by all accounts, they're both pretty decent. But you just want to see, like, I don't know. I can compare it as if I'm going back years, and you had like wrestlers, and you had their stable and your stable.
Yeah.
And that's what I'd love boxing to be like. Right, you got a heavyweight, and you've got a heavyweight. Yeah. I want to see them two fight and see who's the best. You've got one, and he's got one. I want to see them that's how I want it to be. I don't want infighting.
Because you're just taking people out of the roster then, aren't you?
Yeah, you're like
you've nailed it in the head. And we look at Isaac Chamberlain, who this week said that he's going to go and have a couple of fights on small hall shows. And he was not pimping himself out, but he just put an open tweet out, and people were tagging in all the different promoters, just saying, hit him up, because he said he wants to just have a couple of fights on some small hall shows. Yeah. And then you look at Okoli, he just
doesn't have to do
fucking around calling out heavyweights.
There's a fine balance though, because you don't want people stopping those fights happening just because you're in the same stable as well.
But it's one of the ones where he had to. I think Warren had no choice but to say that at this point, because you can't have two people exactly the same stage of their careers. You're trying to build them both up. inevitably you're going to have to say that they're going to fight each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to knock one.
Even
That
if it's
far behind
just
the
because you
other.
can't not talk about it,
Yeah.
it becomes such an elephant in the room that if you just keep avoiding the fact that, oh yeah, these two guys, everyone's saying they want to fight, they're even saying it to each other.
Yeah.
You can't just keep avoiding it, even if it doesn't happen now.
Plus,
He's said it.
he needs to stay relevant. Really,
Yeah.
he needs to stay relevant because all everyone is talking about is AJ Miller now. Then they're talking about White. They're not talking about Warren's stable. at all.
Warren's guys, yeah.
So
And they won't talk
he
about.
He needs to stay relevant, doesn't he?
Friday's show, I think, needs to put on it needs to be a big show, not
It does.
necessarily in ticket sales or anything, but we need something to
Yeah.
get hold of, like so we can sit down next week and be like, fuck hell,
I'd
did you
like-
see Dubois?
Yeah.
Oh, did you see Yard? Just 'cause it
I'd-
doesn't
I'd
seem like
like
we come
them
away
to
from the
s-
shows and have any of that ever.
100% agree. I really want them to, as the first boxing night back at the Albert Hall, I really want them to make it look good. Like, I mean, the whole production, everything. Like, Copper Box was cool. There was obviously sound effects and shit that was a bit
wasn't
messed
working.
up.
Yeah,
But,
sound defects is what you're saying.
yeah, we could have been deafened forever. But it was there. Like, they had the right concept. It could have been good if everything clicked. I hope they do the Albert Hall rightly. Like,
Listen, it's
that's
a building that's just
but to
dripping
have
in
boxing back
history.
to have boxing back there, and you know, let's say they smash it, and then further down, you know, you have the world title fight there.
But do you want to see
would
one
be
of
savage.
Lee Yard's ring walks?
No, not
Well,
that.
well,
What? Yeah.
Terrible.
Get Lethal B back out again.
Oh, that in there it'd just be strange, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It would be
Do
strange.
like BBC, like when they do the Grime Proms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
That'd be good.
That would actually, yeah, it could work. But I can't see it happening.
No, not at all.
Nah, but yeah.
I reckon he's gonna come out with a fucking lion and a tent.
Maybe at a world title. Yeah, maybe at world level he comes out of a cage tiger or something, or a lion. Sorry.
In a cage with a tiger.
Yeah, why would he come out with a tiger?
The lion walking. Yeah, I said tiger. I meant lion. The lion's walking him.
Now I will look and think about him coming out of a tiger. Just everyone just be like, "What are you doing?" Didn't have any lions.
Couldn't get one.
Yeah.
No.
Brexit wouldn't let us get one in. So yeah, I suppose we'll be back next week. We can talk about the Albert Hall show. It's on BT Sport. Do you know? I realised this week that I've got BT Sport 4K Ultra HD. I'm watching football on it at the weekend.
We good?
It's
Bang.
it's beautiful.
Is it?
So I'm looking forward to hopefully the boxing will. Is it on BT Sport 1 or? I hope so. Because I wouldn't mind watching
the
that.
exact channel.
Because I really want to get the 4K boxing and see how that looks. I spent too many years on dodgy streams watching it at like 280p.
Yeah.
Pixel like
Watching
Minecraft.
someone throw half a jab for about 15 seconds. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, I wouldn't
Like
mind.
Joe Joyce, wasn't it, in real time?
Oh my god, that
Yeah,
shot is still going.
yeah.
I've had a few people crack me off about him.
He's
Still swinging.
I see he tweeted out this week as well. He's like, maybe Mexican Joe needs to come back, and just the comments were like, no, he doesn't. No, don't bring that back.
You've done okay, but
Please don't bring it back.
Just get in the ring and beat people up.
Talking though. He was still talking, man.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, we'll all talk
True.
about him.
Interesting.
We'll all talk about him
Interesting.
for as long as he doesn't speak.
Yeah.
He had his 30 seconds to speak and forgot that he was speaking in 30 seconds. So now we just let Sam do the talking. Like I said before, I'm happy with that, man. Just be anonymous.
Put him in the ring, and that's all you need to do. Let him do the work and let someone else do the talking. Needed David Hay, but whatever.
Alright then, so we'll wrap up there. There's nothing else to say. Yeah,
No.
that's
Nah.
it. We've nailed it.
See you next week.
Been a quiet week. So yeah, if you're listening, drop us a review on iTunes or give us a like or a share on SoundCloud. This will go onto Spotify. This goes onto YouTube as well. So just drop us any comments or criticisms or troll us or whatever.
Banter.
There, yeah, it's just banter as they say. We'll obviously we'll be on Twitter all the time anyway. So just drop us a message, drop us some questions for next week, and we'll be back then. Peace.
My style is impetuous, my defense is impregnable, and I'm just ferocious. I want your heart, I want to eat his children.
Let's get much you can take and keep moving forward.